How's it going, guys? Sorry about that. I was having more technical difficulties. I don't know why, but my house is having bad internet problems right now. Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah. So the next scene is the cleansing of the temple, which personally is one of my favorite scenes. This was one of the biggest. This was apparently a favorite for a lot of people because I wanted to show the corruption in the temple. I kind of wanted it to kind of be like a mega church, not like no, not mega churches. I mean like the prosperity gospel, like where like it's obvious like scamming their followers. Sorry if any of my followers go to prosperity gospel churches, but you're being lied to. Never mind. Sorry about that. By the way, I said this last time, but when I first went live, I didn't realize that I was almost dressed like Jesus. I kind of look kind of similar to him right now, the way I'm dressed right now. But yeah, so the next scene is the cleansing of the temple. So yeah, here is the scene, and I'll analyze it for you right after this. Here we go.
Wow, this is more busier than normal. Or why are there so many money changers here? No, woman, temple coins are only allowed here because the coin that you have goes against our beliefs. You should know better. You should know. Roman currency has the face of Caesar on it, and it also reads the Son of God. Roman currency is forbidden. You're lucky that I don't call
Oh,
the
okay.
police to arrest you for blasphemy.
So there was a line that my mom, and I'll say this openly. My mom said, "Do not have him say, 'Woman, I know you're old, but I didn't think you were dumb. Who was dumb enough to bring Roman currency in the temple?'" Because I wanted it to be very blunt. Because you know that my recent depiction of the prodigal son is very blunt. you know. But yeah, so I wanted him to be very blunt. But my mom's like, "You are not having that person say to an older woman that I know you're old, but I didn't think you were dumb. Who is dumb enough to bring Roman currency into the temple?" Hello to whoever just joined. Um, Sorry about leaving. I had to do something really quick. Wow. Okay. So the next thing is, and by the way, whoever is watching right now, if you want to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I'd really appreciate it if you guys would subscribe right now because these videos do take a lot of work, and I don't really care about the algorithm because you know that most of my videos don't really get that much views, but this one I really want a lot of people to see. So if you do watch this film, please send it to your friends, like, comment, whatever, do whatever you want to do. And if you don't want to subscribe, that's completely fine. I don't mind it. But I would prefer if you would subscribe. But thank you. Right. So here it is.
Please, this is all I have. My husband died on the way here. Please, can you make an exception? No, woman, you don't have the correct currency, therefore, I suppose the Lord will have to wait. Come back when you have the correct amount of currency.
That's a crazy
then,
term.
Can I please
It's a
have
crazy word.
No, you may not. Now leave before I have you arrested. This lamb is unacceptable, blemished, and it also has a crooked neck. This is no lamb. This is a disgrace to this temple. Don't you read God's law? The lamb must be unblemished and no problems with
More
it. This
context.
is a disgrace. You should be
And
ashamed
I wanted it
of
to be
yourself.
obvious that,
This temple.
it was perfect.
But I raised him myself. I'm sure
So
this is
essentially that they
acceptable
were
to God.
breaking God's law.
This is my best lamb in my flock, just as Abel gave his best lamb to God. I give my best lamb to God.
Hello,
No,
whoever just
you can
joined.
purchase one of ours, only 10 silver. It's okay.
By the way, if you have any questions about this film, just let me know. Just write down in the chat and I'll answer. Did you see that Peter put his hand on
I
his
would
shoulder?
like to have 2 turtle doves for sacrifice. Here are my 2 coins to pay for it.
Okay, so I need to explain some context right after this.
Festival rates. Triple. That's not fair. Boy, you
Like,
want
thumbs up.
forgiveness or not? This
That
is
was
how
me,
you
by
get
the way.
it.
Sorry about that.
Don't blame me. Blame God. Well, I do have 1 extra copper coin, but I was saving these for food because my parents unfortunately passed away. But here you go.
That's sad. I mean, that's really sad.
Boy,
The
what
boys
have
crazy.
they done to my father's house?
This music slaps. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hate music.
Friends, please leave this place. And don't wait for me. I will join you soon. Right now, I need to be alone. I've never seen him look
Hello
like that.
to whoever just joined.
Wow, Jesus seems really hurt.
Okay, so here's some context I need to explain. If you do not know the context, just ignore me. So, for all of you guys that don't know, the reason why Jesus flipped the tables was not because they were selling things in God's house. The reason why he flipped the tables was because they were literally monopolizing the whole idea of worship. That's what you see in this film. I wanted it to be very obvious that Judas, who, if you do not know in this film, similar to a show that I despise with everything in me, Jesus Christ Superstar. This film does focus through the perspective of Judas. But the reason why I did that was because I wanted him to be a human character. Because so many depictions I've seen were of him are just black and white. Just like he's evil. He has a mustache. He's mustache twirling. I didn't want any of that. I didn't want any of that in this film. I wanted him to be a human being that you actually rooted for, not rooted for, but you felt bad for, and you actually were sad when he died. And if have never seen this film before, this film does depict the death of Judas because I can do it. Hello to whoever just joined. But yeah, so those are some context. So if you did not know, the turtle dove was basically for let me just say it like this. Each story was something I wanted to do something that about Jesus. Specifically, I was inspired. I was reading the Bible, and I went to the story. I forget which verse it was, but it was the story of the widow's mite, which is that a woman put in 2 copper coins, and the other people were just dumping money out into the treasury and stuff like that. But there was a woman there, she was a widow, that put in 2 silver coins, and Jesus said that that woman gave more than they did because she gave everything that she had to the Lord. And so she gave more than those other people, even though the amount was different. Okay. So there was that. And the shepherd I was inspired by the parable of, not parable, I was inspired by the story of Cain and Abel. And I know that Jesus was very fond of shepherds. He had a personal place in his heart for shepherds because he called himself the good shepherd. So I think it would be interesting that, like a shepherd brings his best lamb and this person says, it's not good enough. Like, and then the orphan boy. The reason why I chose and actually the orphan boy, he was actually last minute. I did not originally plan for him being an orphan. I just wanted him to be a young child, but I felt like it was more of a gut punch, like punch in the gut if he really just was an orphan boy, and I think that's more mean spirited. This film is very mean spirited. I'm sorry to whoever did not like this film because someone disliked it, but it's fine. I'll forgive them. But anyway, so here is the cleansing of the temple. So now you understand why Jesus flipped the tables. It's not specifically because they were selling things in the house of God. The problem was that they were monopolizing on worship. If you guys did not understand, I hope you do now. So this is the cleansing of the temple. Please enjoy it. Very beautiful ass and the wrong. hello to whoever just joined. That that's the collection bit. You see how much gold just came out of that bit.
Oh, Jerusalem. Oh, Jerusalem.
Okay, so that's the cleansing of the temple. One of my favorite scenes in the film. Um, something that I wanted to. I was really inspired by shows like The Chosen, and I know The Chosen has controversies. I do not understand why. I think it's fine to sometimes take liberties. Like I take liberties sometimes. But here's the thing, if you're going to take liberties, make sure that it doesn't undermine the message. That's the biggest thing for me. Okay, so the next scene I want to show you is a personal favorite of mine. It is the prayer closet scene. This scene was inspired by a sermon that I heard from one of my favorite preachers, Brother BB, and he actually watched the film. Shout out to him if he's watching this. Shout out to you. But he preached a message called the affliction of affirmation, and it was talking about how, and it was the story of Ahab and King Jehoshaphat when they basically were going to go get the town of Ramoth Gilead, and everyone was saying, "Yes, go ahead. God will give the king the victory." And basically all of the prophets were saying, yes, go ahead, God will give the king the victory. And the guy said, can we let's find out what the Lord has to say about this. And so he called Micaiah, a prophet. He said, no, do not go in the battle, you will die. But he does, of course. And so it was basically talking about how us as young people, we have to, like, whenever parents are saying no to us, it's not because out of hatred, it's out of love. And so that's that specific sermon, and I listen to that sermon every single day because I feel like it's really important to me specifically. And so yeah, we're going to listen to the prayer closet scene, one of my favorite scenes. The reason why it's called the prayer closet scene because Jesus is practicing what he preached. He is praying in a prayer closet, and Judas walks in asking what happened, why he flipped the tables in the temple. And I wanted to make it clear that Judas did not see the injustices of the widow, the shepherd, and the orphan. He did not see any of that. All he saw was a perfect system that his rabbi literally just completely flipped over. So here's the prayer closet scene. One of my favorite scenes in the film. Okay. Here it is. Permanently. I'm not gonna go over the entire film because we'll be here all day. We're all night where I am from.
Rabbi, I'm sorry to disturb your praying, but may I talk to you? Of course, Judas. And you're not disturbing anything. I'm always free to talk, my friend. Tell me, what's on your mind? Today, Rabbi, when you cleansed the temple, you were angry, but you always tell us to love your enemies. Do you think that was a good example of what we believe? As it is written, there is a time for gentleness and a time
Quoting
to
scripture.
confront what corrupts the heart.
Well, not exactly.
That was a
but
time to confront, not
reasonable.
gentleness. Do you think that if I was gentle, those people would have listened? Well, I don't think so, but they've always sold animals there, changed coins. It's how the system works. When worship becomes profit, the heart of it dies. You challenged the chief priests in front of everyone. They will not forget that. A shepherd does not run when the sheep are threatened by wolves. But these wolves have power. influence, armies behind them. Then all the more reason not to abandon the flock. You're becoming their enemy. The Sanhedrin already fears you. Rome watches every disturbance. You strike at both. The light does not ask permission to shine. I followed you because you spoke
the
of
analogy
forgiveness,
that I was telling you
of
about.
mercy, of loving enemies. But today you drove men out with force, and now I am not so sure anymore. Well, when a father or a mother disciplines their children, is it because they hate them, or is it because they love them? Mercy does not ignore corruption. Love confronts what destroys.
And I know that's controversial,
And
but I
if
don't care.
this confrontation destroys you,
I don't care that idea
would
is
that
controversial.
change who I am? I don't understand this path. You do not have to understand it to walk
Whoever
it.
just joined.
You never will understand it. At least, not here. Thank you, Rabbi, for speaking with me.
Thank
But
you
right
for all the
now,
people who are
I
watching
need
this
to
right
be
now. It
alone.
really means a lot to me.
You are never alone, Judas, my friend. You can always talk to me, and I love you.
Let's see. That's a gut punch right there. All right. So the next scene we're going to show is one of my favorite scenes. My favorite scene in the film. It is the washing of the feet scene. Actually, I'll show you the Passover scene first. Now, this scene was controversial, and I wonder why. The reason why is because I do not depict the apostles as like perfect, have a huge aura. None of that. None of that in my film. I wanted them to be human, and I wanted them to be flawed. I kind of wanted it to be like they've been with Jesus for so long, but they haven't understood a word that he said. They've learned. Sorry, they've really learned nothing from him, and it probably annoys the crud out of him. But I probably shouldn't say crud. But anyway, so I also wanted to give a more human depiction of Jesus in this film. But anyway, here we
So,
go.
sit by me, next
That's
to
cute,
you,
brother.
Lord. But I'm sure that there's someone else who is more worthy of it. Please, Judas, my friend. All right. I'm glad we found the place in time. It worked out exactly the way the teacher said.
Oh Lord.
It's a good place. Big enough for all of us. Peter and John must have gotten here early to prepare all this. We did what the Lord asked. Still, he trusted the two of you to arrange the whole Passover meal. That's true. Maybe that means you two are the most important among us. Well, maybe. Well, the teacher does seem to give certain tasks to certain people. If that's the case, who actually is the greatest among us? Well, it obviously is me and my brother Andrew. What makes you so sure of that?
Hello, whoever just joined.
We left everything for him. Boats, nets, family. If anyone has earned a place beside him, it's us. Earned? Peter, you want to talk about earning something? My brother and I were there from the beginning, on the mountain, in the house of Jairus. He trusts us. Some have walked closer than others. Oh, so what is that supposed to mean, James? I think what my brother is saying is he trusts all of us. Some are closer than others. Oh, closer? Is that what this is now? A contest? All I'm saying is that me and my brother and Peter have seen more than all of you. Therefore, we are
I
the
actually might
greatest.
close it out. I might
You all speak
close the live
like it's
stream at
already
probably like
decided. Who says any
around
will be first?
the Gethsemane scene because I don't think I'm
I have
trying
certain
to
skills
cover everything
that none of you
because I have a
guys
lot to talk about.
And what is that, Matthew?
Might as well undo.
After all, you've mastered that skill.
After this scene, I'll let you close out so we can retire.
Peter,
And we've been
please,
going for like
don't
20
bring up my
minutes.
past mistakes. What I mean is, I understand leadership. I kept accounts. I know how things work. Matthew, with all due respect, this isn't Rome, Matthew. This kingdom isn't run on numbers. Well, it's not going to run on doubt either. He speaks of thrones. 12 thrones. Someone must sit at his right and left.
I don't think this
And why
is
can't
nice
it be
before.
me and my brother? Because I'm the one he named Rock. And did I not step out of the boat? And did I not walk on the water? And did you not also sink like a rock when you lost your
There's like
faith
the voice acting in this
and
film.
became afraid? I was the one who said he is the Christ. And minutes later, he rebuked you. We have all followed him from the beginning.
Oh,
I stepped out of the boat. You doubted. Oh, I doubt? Thomas, you doubt so much. We ought to call you Doubting Thomas. He trusts us. He trusts all of us. Not equally. Who are you to say that? You think because you speak the loudest, at least I speak. This isn't about volume. Then what is it about? I am not afraid to be first.
my favorite thing.
Lord, are you going to wash my feet?
We'll continue
Peter,
next week.
you don't understand why I'm doing this. But one day, you will. No, Lord, not this. I've followed you. I've stood beside you. But I cannot
Sorry.
watch you lower yourself like this. Not for
Every
me.
time I watch the scene, I get
You will
emotional.
never wash my feet. Peter, all of you listen to me.
Love the
No
scene.
more of this. From now on, you must listen. And I tell you this, if I don't wash your feet, you don't belong to me. Oh, Rabbi, well, in that case, wash my head and my hands, not just my feet. Sometimes Peter is still Simon. Peter, have you already bathed? The one who is bathed already just has to wash his feet in order to be clean.
It's my favorite scene. You know, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful scene.
If you want to be great, you must be like a servant, just as the Son of Man has not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many. You call me Lord and Teacher, and rightfully so, because that's what I am. And so I, as your Lord and Teacher, have washed your feet. You should wash one another's feet.
All right. Sorry if I'm crying. It's one of my favorite scenes in the film. So yeah, that's all I have so far. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you guys for whoever is watching right now. I really appreciate it. And remember, you're awesome because God is awesome. Bye bye, guys. Have a great night. Bye.